A very good morning to one and all present here. I, Brianna from FYBCom, welcome you all to this workshop on blogging, which is organized by the Department of English and Business Communication. This session aims at encouraging students to express their ideas, be creative, develop confidence in writing, and communicate and collaborate with the audience. Now, I request our teacher, Ms. Samiksha Mangulekar, to come forward and introduce the resource person for today.
Good morning, ma'am. Let me take this opportunity to introduce our resource person for today, Dr. Susan S. Deborah. She's an assistant professor and the in charge of the Department of English at MES College of Arts and Commerce, Goa. She is a compassionate teacher and a creative lecturer of English literature. She's also a well-known editor and a recipient, along with her husband, Mr. Ryan Alex, of ASLE USA Media Subvention Grant for creating an interactive video space for EcoCinema scholarship. She's also an avid blogger and has written more than 500 blog posts on her blog, Meandering and Reflections. Her interests lie in eco-criticism, ecopedia, gender studies, and food studies. I request Ma'am Susan Deborah to please take over the session. The stage is yours, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks, Samiksha, for this. It's echoing a lot. I think there are many. I think now it's better. I hope all of you have muted yourselves. Okay, so thanks, Samiksha, for inviting me and for the very kind words as introduction. So how many of you here actually write? How many of you are fond of writing over here? Does anyone write at all? You can just type in the chat box. If you have any questions or when I ask you something and you don't want to speak, you can always type out your answers or queries in the chat box. Are you able to hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, very well. You're clear enough.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering if some of you couldn't hear me. And okay, so have anyone here heard about a blog? Has anyone here heard about a blog, or is anyone a blogger, or do you do video logs or something like that? Is anyone here who is doing any of these things? Students, come on, please make this a interactive session, because I don't want to be the one who's talking. But effectively in this whole interaction between you and I. So does anyone write, or somebody, is anyone here a blogger, anything like that? Is no one, or you don't want to answer?
Yes, miss.
Okay, now who is this? You are speaking from Samiksha's account, but who are you?
Pragati Raikar from FYBCom.
Okay, you can type your answers here, and probably that would be more, I think that would be clearer, because your voice is echoing, and now it's much better. I think there's some, I think the room you're sitting, the acoustics is pretty different, because when you speak, it's as if a lot of people are there, and it's very loud. So can you please type the student who just answered me from Samiksha's account? Can you just type on the chat box and just tell me what you write and where do you write and things like that? Others are also free to write and probably share your thoughts. Anybody wrote a diary when you were younger, maybe in your 6th standard, 7th standard? Did you do something like that? Okay. Nobody seems to be saying anything except for that one student, of course. Okay, I'll just move to my presentation directly, but please stop me at any point you need any clarification. This is going to be a very basic presentation. I would probably lead you through what is a blog, and probably also, and more than that, what I would like to do is share a lot of tips and share the wonders of writing something online and how to take care of the places I have in my college. Otherwise, the other places get very noisy. So, let me share the presentation that I have with me. Please be informed that this is not my own presentation. I have taken this presentation from online because when there is a lot of material already available, I don't believe in preparing some slides just for me, because whatever I want to say is already done by somebody else. So any credit for the PowerPoints which I make, because it's not mine. I just take the PowerPoints which are available online. There is a site called slideshare.net. I think students and teachers also. So I usually take the presentations from there and then I tweak it according to my requirements. So I don't do, but I think students, when you ask to present, don't follow my style, because you are given marks for that. Nobody gives me any marks for my PowerPoints or anything like that. So, and also I tell them that this is not my PowerPoints, unlike students who kind of, use the other PowerPoints and pass it off as their own. Okay, so let me just quickly run through what I have for you today. Yeah, now if I go full screen, what might happen is I might not be able to see what is happening in the chat box or in the Google screen. So even if I get disconnected, I won't know. Samiksha, please message me, because once I go full screen, it's difficult to access the main screen of Google Meet. So what I will do is I will start presenting, and after that, if you have any doubts, you can either put them down in the chat box as and when the doubt arises, or you can keep them till the end. But if you write it then and there, uh, probably when I get back after my presentation, I will be able to answer those questions if I can, to the best of my. So please, if there is anything and if my connection goes off, Samiksha, please let me know. Okay, so let me begin. This is a session on blogging. So I will be talking to you about what is a blog, what are the kinds of blog, what are the various purposes of a blog, and a little how to start. Now, all these things are pretty basic things which I have taken from the internet. And I think even if you go and do a search for all these things, it is available. But when somebody has already done the work for you and is showing it to you, I think you might be better able to understand it, because doing things on your own sometimes might become tedious. Okay, so now the basic thing, what is a blog? So blog is a type of website. It's like, one person has a blog. Sometimes a group of people join together and maintain one blog. And a blog is it could have anything. It could have videos, it could have graphics, it could have pictures, it could have music. And people start a blog for various reasons. Sometimes people, this is like the old format of how people used to write a diary. I think when you are in school, when you're in your primary classes, your teacher sometimes gives you homework to write a diary or a journal for about a month, maybe when you're in your holidays. And some people like that idea so much that they keep writing their diary for a very long time. And some people even write their diary. I mean, they have started writing from a very young age and they still continue writing way beyond adulthood. Now, people write diaries for various reasons. They like to share some secrets with someone, but they don't trust anyone. So it's their diary they write in, or they maintain a journal of what they did every day.
Ma'am,
Just yeah,
I'm sorry for the interruption. Ma'am, I think your PPT is not in the slideshow mode.
it is show.
Sorry for the
It is
interruption.
in the slideshow mode for me. I don't know why.
While sharing the screen, ma'am, I think you need to choose the windows and the other option for full screen.
Oh, the full screen method. Okay, okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Samiksha, for pointing that out. So, is it audible? Is it visible now as a full screen?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can see that now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for bringing that to my notice. Okay, now let us continue with where we left in a place from Hitler, because they were Jews, and Hitler was systematically killing Jews, so they were hiding there. And while she was there, she maintained a diary, and then of course, she passed the internet. It's like your diary. It's you can write things there, but the only thing is sometimes you might think, okay, the public are also reading it, but you can also lock your blog. You can lock your blog and keep it, and only you can read it and no one else can read it. Maybe you can invite certain people, probably your friends or somebody whom you really like, to read your blogs. You can give them the password, and once they fill in the password, they can also read what you have written. Now, the blog has a lot of entries. They are called blog posts, and they are usually written in the it is stored in the reverse chronological order. What you write today will be appearing first, and what you have written previously appear earlier. So now what I will do is I will just show that to you, so that it will be easier for you to understand what I am saying. I want to share my screen with you. 1 second. Okay, so so this is my blog, and when I told you about the entries which are seen in the reverse order, so this is how it is. See, what I have written in 2022 is shown first, and then the other entries which I have written through the years appear after that. So this is the reverse chronological order. Usually when you say chronology, it starts from, yeah. So like the kind of pictures you would like to add, all those things you could do. So your coffee blog might also come in the search, and if I click on that, I will be led to your blog. So like that, many people could visit your blogs, and then they will comment if they like what you have written there. And they might also sometimes, they might have blogs of their own. They might invite you to come and read their blog posts. Now every entry you write in a blog is called a blog post. And okay, let's go to the next slide. Now, I just thought I'll talk about the three variations of the term blogging. When you are writing a post, it's called a blog post. That's blogging. A blogger is a person who writes content for a blog. And blogosphere is the online community of bloggers and blogs. Okay. Once you get into the world of blogging, all these terms will be very familiar to you, so that you won't even think of looking them up because you start using them so much. Now let us look at what are the kinds of blogs. There are two kinds of blogs. One is a personal blog. Now the personal blog is the example which I gave you, like writing a diary or probably a journal. So this kind of a blog is the most popular blog because anybody can start it. You can start it very easily. If you just think of starting a blog, you can just go to Google and say how to start a blog. It will lead you through the various steps of blogging, and you can choose where you want to blog, either on WordPress or on on Blogger. So what you could do is you can whatever topics you want to start a blog on, you could do. It could be anything. If you just look up on the number of blogs that are there, varied topics. There are photography blogs, there are fashion blogs, there are food blogs. And even in food, you have very specific, like, the chocolate blog, the coffee blog. There used to be a very popular blog post which was called Coffee and Cigarettes, which was very popular and had good content. Then you have poetry blogs, and you have blogs on literature, you have blogs on accounting, blogs on tally. You name it and you have it. And blogs, anyone can start anything, so people find it very useful and they find it very interesting also, because let's say you want to write something, you like playing PUBG, and there might be blogs which are there for people who love PUBG. And all these people can get together, they write about their experience, they probably write about the various bugs they find in the gaming platform, and a lot of other things which could be written around the topic of PUBG. Or let's say you like watching Kannada films. There are blogs on Kannada films. And sometimes, if you like watching some anime, let's say manga or Japanese anime, or you like the BTS, there are various blogs for all these different topics. Now let's say you want to write something based on your own experience of doing something, so you can start a blog. But starting a blog, more than starting a blog, it's consistently writing. Because only then there might be some people who are regularly reading your blogs. So what happens is the more you write, the more people follow your blog and you get noticed in the blogosphere. So that was for the personal blogs. And now there are also corporate and organizational blogs. I mean, every television channel or every news channel, they have a blog. And even corporates have blogs where, they write about various topics and they kind of have people for this. So this is one of the job opportunities which have been created in the last 5 years, writing content. You can become a content writer if you write well for blogs. So your job would be to just update the blogs every day. And these are used for the purposes of marketing, branding. What's happening? Why are you so loud? Is there a problem?
For the interruption, ma'am, there's some students had by mistake put the mic on.
Okay, I thought they were saying something to me. I was like, oh, what happened? Yeah, students, please take care. Otherwise, I don't know what is happening because I'm in my world of my PPT. So, and I'm talking and talking. So I will not be able to understand what is happening here. Yeah. So what happens is Now many of you are into all these things, marketing and branding. So maybe whichever company you join in or you try to do something, you will have a, a something called corporate communication, where they use blogs or where they use various means to to popularize their ideas. So these are called corporate blogs, and sometimes there are three or four people who contribute materials to this, and people can read these blogs to understand what the company is doing, what are the various benefits of holding a share in a particular company. I don't know whether you have read blogs. Now let us look a little bit into how blogs are classified. I told you, you can write on any topics. You have an art blog where you can put up your paintings. People can come and see your paintings. Some of you don't know how to store your paintings. You just keep it in the gallery of your phone for a very long time, but you can put it up on your blog. So what happens is, when you do that, people who also are art lovers from around the world, they would probably stumble onto your blog, and they would give you some ideas and various things how to go about it. And you can also do video blogging, that is through videos. Those are called vlogs, VLOGS. There is music blog. There is audio blog, which is called podcasting. There's microblogging. Microblogging is something like Twitter, where it's a very short post. You cannot go beyond certain characters on Twitter. So you can write only this many characters. So that is called microblogging. And there are some, and you can blog via devices also. Blogs which are written exclusively on a mobile phone are called, it's called a moblog. So there are so many things which blogs can do and can help you in various ways. Some people earn money just by writing for blogs. Content creation is a major source of earning money these days. So if you are good in writing and if you are techno savvy, I think our students mostly are, you call yourselves techno savvy because you're born into technology. But all the technology that you know is WhatsApp and Instagram and probably Facebook. I don't know whether you have explored the online world beyond this. Yeah, when I ask my students, so how many of you know the internet very well? Almost all the students put their hands up. Let us say maybe 5 or 6 are those who haven't even gone on a website. But I ask them, what do you do? How do you spend your time online? So most of them say, oh yeah, ma'am, we do WhatsApp. Yes, miss, we know Instagram, and we know Facebook. And I'm saying, what do you do beyond that? Beyond that, we can cut, copy, and paste when assignments are there, right? This is what most students do. But there is a whole world out there. You have not explored. What the students know is just about 1 or 2%. Or maybe some students have explored beyond that. Some of them who have taken computer courses or probably are interested. Now, if you're interested, you will be exploring all these things. But if you are not interested, there is a whole new world out there which you are not aware of and which might be of immense help to you. And today's world is completely digital. Just look at this presentation. I'm sitting here in Zuari Nagar and in a library of MES College, and I'm trying to talk to somebody who's sitting in Margao or probably somewhere else. Just with your devices, you're able to hear me and see me. So that is the world of the internet. If you know how to use it well, and if you take advantage of it, I think the world is at your feet. Now, today, I told you how much there are over 100 million blogs out there. And every day, people are starting a blog. They are starting to write. They are starting to record what they want to record. And blog has also become, all these news channels who have their blogs. And there are a lot of people who write about politics. So many of these political leaders actually read those blogs so they know what is happening. Now, if I am not satisfied with something, or if I am a person who can study the policies of the government and probably write in my blog, there are many famous bloggers who do that. So these blogs, if you keep writing on a regular basis, and let's say the budget is passed recently, and since I'm interested in politics and everything, I start writing a blog on the budget, which was recently concluded. And my blog is popular and everybody reads it. So they say that, okay, if I'm going to read this person's blog, I might understand what's going on. And the blog is so popular that the finance minister herself might read it. And they might also, think of certain things which can happen or which might happen because of certain decisions they have made. So let's say, you want a sustainable green world. You start a blog on how to, everyday practice mindfulness about the ecology. You start writing on that because you're passionately interested in that. And people start reading your blog. They get tips on how to probably have a green lifestyle. So you see how writing can change the world, and writing can do a lot of things. So let me take you through a few steps on how to create a blog. Maybe some of you here have ideas, but you don't know how to go about it. I have not done something rocket science in this particular presentation. I found a presentation on Google and I have taken it and I am using it here. But if you go to Google and type how to start a blog, Google will take you through it very efficiently. Yeah. So how to create a blog, I'll just walk you through that. So the first step, you go to blogger.com. First go to Google and you just say to start a blog, and then it will take you to either Blogger or WordPress. So let's say we are going to Blogger. So the first point is create a blog. You have to click on that. Now, if you already have a Google account, you can sign in your username and password and then press create a blog. After you create a blog, it will ask you all these questions. Email address, then it will ask you for all these details. Now, when you fill all these details, it will tell you to continue and you go. So you will have to have a name for your blog because everything has a lovely title. See, my blog is titled Meanderings and Reflections. Now, meanderings is the way the water goes, just like that. Water just can go through anything, right? So the thoughts are also like that. So that's why I wrote it as meanderings. Now, if you want to make a blog saying, let's say one of your names are, there's somebody called Jason. You can make it as Jason's Space. Or you can say Jason's Online Place. Or probably you can say Joanna's Nest. Or if you're going to talk about something, you can say Sharda's interesting recipes. So where you put up all recipes, what your mother cooks or what you like to eat. So you can name your blog. So for all these things, you don't need any extra knowledge or anything. It will tell you. You just have to follow the steps here. And once you give the blog title, it will ask you what URL you want. URL is the space. I hope you all know what a URL is. Do you know what a URL is? When you open a web page, there is a space where you can fill in www dot something. That is the URL. So it will ask you. Now, let's say, sometimes the name of your blog would be Jason Space, but in your blog address, you would want something else. So you might write whatever you want there so that, whenever you type and, people type in, let's say Jason or something, they will be led to this blog. And then it will also ask you whether you want to do anything else, whether you want to host your blog. Now, hosting the blog somewhere else means it will take you to another website where you can actually, that website for a small fee will host your blog. See, for example, my blog is like that. I started it out on Blogger, but there is another website where I have paid money and I have got my own URL. That is www.susan-deborah.org. It is my own. I purchased my own. Now, nobody else can purchase that because it's mine. Like that, I have blocked a lot of things. I have blocked susandeborah.net. I have blocked susandeborah.com so that no one else takes it. So when you buy something like that, it becomes your own. No one else in the world can claim it or take it because it's already there. Now, when you finish that and say continue, it will ask you to choose a template. You can choose whatever template suits you. Template is the design of your blog. And after that, it will say your blog has been created and the name of your blog will come and then you can start blogging. So after you write You see the space here, white space? There you write whatever you want. You can post pictures. Maybe I will probably even show you live, because internet is, I can just show you. I can go there and show you. And once you write this, you have to say publish. And once you publish, your blog post will be published. Okay. So that is the presentation part of it. Now, until this point, do you have any doubts? Do you have any doubts until this point? Did you not understand any step, or you found it, you feel that I went very fast, or I didn't understand a thing out of it? You can let me know. So, shall I give you 5 minutes to ask me any questions? Students, please talk. I think all of you talk very well. So, does anyone here have a blog? Does anyone here have a blog, or wants to start a blog or something like that? Is anyone here like that? No? Okay, so let me just lead you through certain, I will show you my blog and probably show you certain aspects of it. Yes?
Ma'am, I had a question. Student.
Might be more effective to you. Let me open something. Okay. Now let me show you how this works. Now this is a Google search engine, and in search engine, let me see. You want to find something. You want to find something. Let's say you want to find the spelling of exaggerated. Now you write here. I know you know this, so you press this and you get exaggerated. You have everything. Now sometimes here, you have these tools of Google. When you press that, it will also ask you which you want and what kind of results you want. Anytime, in the sense which, if you want to find out something in history that belong to 2001, so you can actually type which time you want, which year you want. So like that, and how, I don't know whether you know how the search engines operate. So once you type something, Google search engines will, it'll just go through all the pages which are there online and try and find you the best results. Now, if I want to say, let's say blogs on, give me a topic. Give me a topic, students. Quickly type something on the chat box. I will try to show you how this works. Give me any topic that runs through your head. One of the students, just type something on the chat box you would like to know on Japanese food, Indian food, Mughal food, or chicken, or what kind of food, Jagan? Italian. Okay, that's a nice. Let's say blogs on Italian food. See, in about 0.70 seconds, I have 68,90,000. No, not 68 lakh, 68 million. I think it's more than that. 80 best Italian food blogs and websites to follow in 2022. So I click on it. Now see. Now it says 80 best Italian food blogs and websites. Okay, I'll come to the biryani sometime later after this. So here, there are so many places where you can go and find out information on Italian food. Now, somebody else has asked for biryani. Let me say blogs on biryani. Let's see what comes up. Blog on biryani, Chennai biryani, Hyderabadi biryani. Then you have the best biryanis of Chennai. Then you have Bangalore. Then you have various places, but looks like these people are mostly in the south. Okay, and look at the pictures. Now, since you are in Goa, let us try blogs on food in Goa, Goan cuisine. Let's say blogs on Goan food. A Goan cuisine Goa food blog from the UK, and so many different types of things you can write. And here you have a vlog. When you post it on YouTube, it becomes a vlog. So you have a street food of Goa, and this person, they will go everywhere. I think you would have seen a lot of food blogs like this. You go to YouTube and you want to find out something. There are these food bloggers who go from places. Even you can do that. Uh, Many of my commerce students who learned blogging and all that, now they are full time into blogging, especially food blogging. So you see, what happens is when you write about that particular hotel or something, you can have a tie-up with them. They can pay you for writing. You can do the content for them. So blogs are not only writing what you want, it can also become a space where you can earn money. But that comes a little later once you become popular. But for becoming popular, you have to write every day. So the content can be anything. You can write 5 lines about biryani and post like 6 pictures. Because when there are very lovely pictures, so let's say you're going to eat somewhere. So what you have to do is take pictures of the food and write 5 lines about what is their best and what is the best dish, what is the signature dish, and various things like that. And it's not only about food, you can do anything. Makeup in summer, or the beaches of Goa, or something like a tech, how to post good videos, how to make videos, or probably what are the ways in which you can sit in the class and make the teacher think as if you're doing something but we are doing something else, how to fool a teacher. Any kind of blogs you can write. So that's the best thing about a blog. You can write, you can post it for everyone else to see, or what you could do is you could lock your blog up where only you can see it and you just keep writing. You don't want anyone to see it. So I think these are some of the things which I wanted to share about blogs. I have a lot other things to share also, but I think I will stop here. If you have any questions, you can ask me, or if you want to start a blog, you can ask me. And I think if you're writing and if you're interested in sharing your stuff with the world, I think you should go for blogging. That's why I think it's included in your syllabus. And sometimes very trivial things like that. I have seen a lot of blogs on chalk piece art. I have seen blogs on how people carve soaps, and they put their pictures and they sell their stuff also through the blogs. You can use it as a business model. So those were the items I wanted to share with you today. So if you have any questions, you may ask me, or else we can wind up for today.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Can we add a video in the
Yes.
blog?
Yes, you can add a video in the blog.
How can we do that?
1 second. I'll show it to you right away. Okay. So let me show it to you. So when you want to start a new post, when you want to post something new, what you do is there's something called a new post which comes here. So you press on that, okay? You see this? This is a blank one. You're going to post something new. So you have various icons here. And if you want to see, let us start. Let us say, the title is Workshop on Blogging. And here I will say, and let's say you want to add a video. So you will go to this video icon you have here. Okay. You can press this icon and it will give you two options. One is upload from the computer. One is YouTube. So let us go to YouTube. So I have added a picture. Say that Goan girl. Let me go to this, blog. Okay. Now she is the person who blogs about Goa. Her name is Jade. And in this post, if Goan food by Jade. Okay. Now I want to give a link here. So what I would do is I would copy the link of this particular website, that Goan girl, and I will just cover this Jade, and then I can do insert link. So for Jade, I can actually put this link. And I will say apply. And when I say apply, on the chat box, Mansoor, if you're saying something. So you can do that. You can give links also. And sometimes what happens when you give links, it works for them also, because many people will go to their blog from your blog post. So we just complete the session.
Sorry, ma'am, we had a network interruption. We'll just continue.
Yeah, Samiksha, I have completed it. Can we complete the session? I have done.
Yes,
I'm done. Yeah.
Yes. We are just continuing.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am, for enlightening us with this session. This is the first time we were briefed on blogging, and I can say this on behalf of everyone that we are glad we had this session. And now I would like Pragati Raikar from FY BCom to propose a vote of thanks.
I, Miss Pragati Raikar, student of FI BCom C, take a privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion on the behalf of VVS Shree Damodar College of Commerce and Economics. I express immense gratitude to the resource person for the today's workshop, Dr. Suzanne Deborah, for taking time from your
so much.
Thank you so much, Samiksha.
One more thing, ma'am, we have around 130 students attending this session because some of them were here in one classroom attending from one meeting. So you could see only 56 on the meeting here.
Yeah.
There were around 130 students attending this session, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Samiksha.
Thank you, ma'am. It was really indeed a great session. Thank you so much. Everyone loved it. I'll soon send you the feedback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.